So this quick video about the SaaS competitor analysis workflow, what it is and exactly how to use it. So a few people, I posted this on LinkedIn a few weeks ago, and a few people messaged me saying they didn't really know what to do with the data once they'd got the table up and running. And if you're unfamiliar with what the workflow does, essentially all you do is you put in here your competitors. So if you're a SaaS company, you would put in here your competitors, and then it's going to go away and look through G2, Capterra, Trustpilot, and basically figure out what are the top 5 likes, wishes, dislikes, problem solved. It then does a competitor analysis, and it also gives you some starting ideas for emails. So pretty much the idea here is, like, if you have, obviously you can just click new row and add stuff in. But it also, if you have maybe like hundreds of competitors or you can't bother to put them in, you can also import with a CSV. So just clone the table, click import here, import from CSV, and then just map the competitor domain. The name doesn't really matter. It doesn't actually do anything. But you can import that if you want. So what's going to happen, I've just added here Salesforce, Pipedrive, and HubSpot. And what it will do is it will go through. It will try to see if it can find anything. You see here we have an error. Apparently I've been doing it too much, but whatever. We'll click that again. And we'll click that again. What it's going to do is it's going to look through G2. It's going to look through Capterra. I can see the Trustpilot ones fail, but that's fine. We can just rerun those like this. Let's ignore that one for now. What it will do, it will go away and it will look through all of the user reviews for each of those places. So it's going to look through G2, Capterra, and Trustpilot, and it's going to look and get you the data that I mentioned at the start. So where this is really useful is, say, for example, you had a new CRM, or you were selling for a CRM, or whatever it might be, or something about your product was better than HubSpot, Pipedrive, Salesforce, whatever it might be. And let's say you wanted to target users of these individual CRMs. So obviously they're going to be on the website. Pipedrive, not so much, but Salesforce and HubSpot, far more likely to be on the website. And basically what you can do is, if we go and, so you can just take the poke the bear questions here if you want to do it that way. It kind of does the job for you. That's a shortcut, but we'll have a look at that at the end. So generally what you would look at is, you would begin by looking at the top 5 dislikes. So what have we got here? This one is HubSpot. So let's look at the top 5 dislikes. So the top 5 dislikes for HubSpot that people say is users are charged based on marketing contacts, which can lead to higher unexpected costs. Some users find the CRM functionality confusing or complicated to navigate. There are occasional difficulties, blah, 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 blah. So we can just take these first and foremost, and we put HubSpot, and we'll just start listing the things that people don't like about HubSpot, like this. Until we get them all in here, just so it's a bit easier to work with. So now we have these. Now we have some pain points that we can talk about. So you would read through these and figure out, okay, is this something that we do better, or is there something that we can talk about here? So obviously I don't know what your use case is, so we're just going to make it up. So let's say users are charged based on marketing contacts, which can lead to higher costs. So one thing we might want to say is, 1, we do not charge based on marketing contacts. Not entirely sure what that actually means, but we'll run with it anyway. Charge. Some users find the CRM functionality is confusing or complicated to navigate. I'm going to ignore this one just because it's not really, it's not that high leverage, I don't think, at least for Outbound. There are occasional difficulties with syncing and managing data, especially with external integrations like Salesforce. So maybe we could say, struggling to integrate with Salesforce. Features related to social media capabilities like tagging in posts and managing to duplicate records are seen as limited or problematic. Going to leave this one. The lack of certain functionalities like video storage or the ability to handle emails based on UTM parameters. Okay, so we can say that can't store videos or handle emails based on UTM parameters. I'm actually going to put these as separate ones. Can't handle emails based on UTM parameters. So now we have some good things. Let's presume that we solve all of these problems for these companies. So here we can start making poke the bear questions or problem illumination questions, whatever you want to call them. So let's have a look at the table and let's see some of the ones that it's given us. So what does it say? How confident are you in the ease of use of your CRM, especially when training new team members or dealing with complex customer interactions? Again, not a fan of that one. We ruled that one out. Have you encountered any hidden costs in your current marketing platform, affected your budget unexpectedly? So that's the first one, but I don't really like how they have done that. But it could work. Or it could work as a base. Like the reason that I built these is just to give some ideas, not to just use, because generally they're pretty shit. So are there specific features you find yourself paying for but rarely use or find unnecessary? Not very good. How much time do you find yourself spending integrating managing social media tools or your current platform? Not very good. Do you feel fully supported customizing emails and social media posts to align? Yeah, not great. But then what it will do as well is it will give you problem statements for each one. So it should match up. And it gives you kind of the problem that they're struggling with based on the poke the bear question, and then the outcome or the potential outcome or business impact of that problem that you can use. So let's have a look through these. Companies we talk to with can't confidently use their CRM for tracking new team members or managing complex customer interactions. Typically end up with decreased productivity and higher turnover rates among staff. Not bad. Companies, a bit long, but whatever. Companies we talk with who struggle with the ease of use of their CRM, especially when training new hires, tend to see a drop-off in team efficiency and morale. Blah, blah, blah. I won't go through all of these, but you get the idea. They're really just to be used as a planner. So basically, when you have these things, like you could either choose to make your own questions based on this information. So let me just go ahead and make one or two here real quick. So just a rough example here. Obviously, like I say, this is just a random use case that's completely made up with whatever we're reaching out to HubSpot users for. But you can kind of see here, okay, so we've taken the data from the users. They were struggling to keep Salesforce updated. So we could just create our own question. Again, you can use the ones that are pre-made and just edit them, but I thought I'd make my own. So how are you keeping Salesforce updated considering it's not integrated in HubSpot? Now we know for sure this is a top user pain based on this table. So this should really resonate with a lot of these users. And especially if you understand your TAM a bit more, you can of course filter this. Like if you know a certain subset of your customers is more likely to struggle with this problem if they're using a certain tool, whatever it might be, this is even more powerful. But then we just say, hey, this seems to be an issue for a lot of users. So we create a tool that's able to automatically sync data between the platforms. You can set it up within 30 seconds and the first month is on us. No card required, want me to send a link. So pretty standard email. But that's generally how you can use it. So a few other things that I forgot to mention. So you do also get this comprehensive report, which of course just has some more information you can use. So you could also go ahead and take this in as you're building out the emails. There'll definitely be some good stuff in here. And then we've also got other things that you can use in the in combination. So the top 5 wishes are, again, there's not many of them because these are basically from the reviews. What are the top 5 things that users wish that competitor tool did? So again, you can use this in combination if you found like something that people were struggling with, and then you also found something that a lot of users really wish that the tool did that you also did. So like here, for example, for HubSpot, people really wish it had a simpler user interface for non-technical users, or users really wish that there were better pricing tiers for small, medium businesses. So as you can see, with this table, which there will be a link in the description and in the comments. But with this table, you can get some really, really powerful data very quickly. And then you build this into your campaigns, run them in Smart Lead, and so on and so forth. So if you're curious at all, or you're having any problems with Clay, whatever it might be, feel free to send me a message. We also do run fully managed outbound for B2B SaaS companies. So if you're curious if they would be a fit, feel free to book a call either through my LinkedIn or the website, www.studionovus.com. We'll have a very quick 15-minute conversation just to see if anything makes sense, and we'll go from there.